Hello there, my fellow Holotable heroes. I remember this time to turn off microphone again, so looks like I'm getting a hang of it, of this live streaming, although hopefully the volume levels are okay, you know, between music, background music, my voice, and then the in-game sound that we'll have on as well. As always, give me a shout out in the chat if I need to adjust volume level or volume levels or anything of the sound, because obviously not doing live streaming often. Usually settings can get a bit mixed up and everything. Alright, so you've been to this live stream before, you probably know what we do here. We just kind of go through my website, SWGOH of Life, which link will be in the description below if you haven't seen it yet, so you can go ahead and check it out at your convenience. So I just put some ideas together for the teams covering various feats, so we'll be just going through Sector 1 today and testing those teams out, see if they work. If they don't, can we adjust them, you know, to something better? As always, you know, it'll depend largely on what data disks we have in today's Conquest. Alright, let's see who we have in the chat. Let me just remember to switch this over to there. Okay, I think I don't need this, so let's close that. Okay, cool. So let's see who we have in the chat. Maybe I need to adjust my camera a bit, ever so slightly. There we go. That's better, maybe. Maybe or not, I don't know. Let's see who we have in the chat. So we have Hod, yo, what's up, Beat? Excited to be here. Hey, thanks for joining. Lee Day says, Amplify Agony is back. Well, that's good. But is Volatile Accelerator back? Because Amplify Agony on its own, if you don't have a lot of debuff discs, it's not that great, but we'll have to see. They say sound is good. Okay, good to know. Taylor says hello from Costa Rica. Hello to you. Puck says hey, Amplify Agony Caustic Emission Node 1. Iron, like I'm assuming that's Iron Man 28. Hey Beat, first time checking live. Your Galactic Challenge videos are on point. Love them. Hey, thanks for joining, glad you find those videos useful. Okay, so I guess we'll just start off here with Evasion Up, some of the teams. So new to my Conquest tool by suggestion is for the key units highlighted in yellow. You also get now their ability icon and as well the description where that effect is coming from. So a nice addition, so I guess we'll be trying out this. I mean, for the most part, usually Evasion Up is pretty much Han with whatever, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and try that. Okay, let's see as well the global feats that we need to work on. Bad Batch, 20 battles, Stagger, 80 times, damage over times. I mean, Vader will take care of that. Probably this is the one that probably for the most part will feel maybe the grindiest. Light Sadama Force users, Bad Batch 20 battles maybe, but at least not 40 battles like it used to be, right? And then yeah, a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so not too bad actually from the global feats. Let's have a look at Sector 1 as well. So yeah, we got Evasion Up, which we already looked at. So defeating 50 enemy with clone troopers. Luckily we got plenty of clones now in the game, right? So hopefully this shouldn't be too difficult. Secret intel, only BB-8 does it. And then win 20 battles with a full squad of Spectres. Only 5 key cards for this one. I think this might be a skip unless you really need it, I think. Although that said, if you are farming data crons, right, on the note here at the end, I guess you could just do Spectre battles. Maybe, I don't know. Alright, let's see what we got. Yes, Amplify Agony is back, but is Volatile Accelerator. Let me just check on my Discord server. Usually somebody posts like any discs coming up. Let's see if anyone mentioned anything about what discs are available. If we have any live updates here. Okay, people posting screenshots. So far, Amplify Agony, Caustic Emission, critical debuffs, heal over time, helping hands, hone skills, support, painful trial, potency calibration, power, ruthless swiftness, shocking exhaust, superior discipline, thermal exhaust, and vitality. Okay, so we got thermal exhaust back, so I guess if there is no volatile accelerator, then I guess Amplify Agony won't be on top of the list, but it's really gonna be caustic emission and thermal exhaust. I think those will be on the lookout for if there is no volatile accelerator. Okay, at least thermal exhaust is back, right? So at least something, I guess. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna... Assertive command. Whenever an ally uses basic, call another random to assist. I finally just pick up Amplify Agony for now, I don't know. Alright, and of course I do have to update the data disks on screen underneath my video, because the list you currently see is from previous volume of Conquest. There we go, I update it now, it just says Amplify Agony because that's what we've got equipped. Let's see what else going on in the chat before we hit a few battles. Puck says, indeed, watch a lot of your vids, keep up the great work, thanks, will do my best to keep up. Lida says, full squad of Spectre if you don't have Tano, eek. I mean, depends, right? Once you have a good data disk set, you can just come back and farm them on the data chrono, so hopefully shouldn't be too bad. AC being back is amazing as well. What is AC? Am I missing something? AC. What is AC? Max says hello there. Assertive command. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that one, I think. Maybe we'll come across it. Okay, so for Evasion Up, we are going to do CLS, Han, Chewie. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and bring that up. So let's find our rebels. CLS, Han, Chewie. Where is Han? Han, where are you, buddy? Am I blind? Why is he so low? He's relicate. Sabine, and we're gonna do Ahsoka. I mean, it won't help a whole lot, but an extra vision up here and there, I guess, won't hurt us. And then we're bringing Sabine for her AoE stagger, right? Because she's a rebel, so she'll go nicely here with CLS. I guess we want to stun him. Oh, or take him out, I guess. Let's do some of that. And now we got Evasion Up, I guess, from Xian on Ahsoka and Chewbacca. But the main one really is Han. Get some staggers on the board. Okay. And there we go. We're gonna use this ability right here. Give us Evasion Up on all allies. And now we just kind of maybe try to stall the battle. See if we can... no, we're doing too much damage here. Alright, fine. We just got one, I guess. Okay. Yep. Oof. Han, buddy, you're doing too much damage. Alright, cool. We got through it. Yeah, so that's 7 Evasion Up. Not a whole lot, but you know, we'll get there one battle at a time. Otherwise, we can always go back and find some cheese. So up next, we just have a standard Bad Batch squad. Now both Hunter and Echo has got ability to give Evasion Up to all Clone Trooper allies. So we're just gonna do a full Bad Batch squad here, because right, we have that global Bad Batch feat anyway, so might as well keep non-Bad Batch clones out of this one. So let's just go in and let's go. Bad Batch got it done for me in one battle. That's nice. Yeah, I think the Evasion Up won't be. There we go, we got Evasion Up already 5 times there. Sure, give me some of that. This gives us Evasion Up again. Sure. Oof. Man, Sector 1 is quite easy, isn't it? But like as soon as you get to Sector 3, suddenly if you don't have the right data this set, Conquest just becomes a real pain to deal with, right? Alright, okay, we'll just keep moving along. We got another Phoenix squad. I don't know what's with these Phoenix squads. Okay, so we got Vader. Okay, so we got Vader for damage over times, Mara for Stagger, Seven Sister for Evasion Up, Watt I guess for damage over times, and Busty for critical damage down and Stagger. So, you know, covering a few feats at a time. Alright, here we go. Vader. We had Mara in there, didn't we? And Seven Sister. Who else was there? What, right? And Busty. There we go. Alright, let's hop into battle. And see what we can get done here. Guess we put weapon tech on Vader. Merciless. Force crush. And we just do basics, right? Luckily they're not doing a whole lot of damage here, because either these counterattacks could be a problem. There we go, and we go ahead and do ourselves another Force Crush, and we give ourselves Evasion Up. Good, get some critical damage down, Staggers, chuck out more Staggers. Sure, I don't know, do some of that I guess. And then Vader, chuck it over there I guess, yeah. Yeah, I mean I guess shock from Mara a little bit, preventing us to prolong this battle, but it's not like we need to prolong battles, I think. Because for all of these feats, global ones, I think you'll just kind of complete them as you go through. I don't think, like, you know, they'll be too difficult. But actually, let's check now how many damage over times we got out of this one battle. So 38. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, about 30-ish or so. Good amount of staggers already as well. Making good progress, guys. Good progress. Okay, so what do we have next? Ooh, John Skywalker. Alright, let's go ahead and check out what we have on the menu. Okay, so we've done already Bad Batch, so we'll no need to repeat that. Hot says, would Tuskens do well for the dots? They might, but I'm not sure if it counts. Because like some of these debuffs that are applied from uniques or leadership abilities don't always count. Because I remember back when we had the expose feat, and was it Jean or Radus lead, right? When you're landing exposes, it didn't count. So it's something I guess you could test, but I mean Darth Vader is such an easy one for damage over times that I don't know. But you can try it out. I mean, we can try it out, I guess. If we see a John Grievous squad or something, we could give them a shot. We'll keep that in mind. Okay, so I guess we'll just do some other clones now as well. Rex, and who's the fifth one? Oh, Captain Rex, okay. Captain Rex, clone troopers. Hotko says, I just tested it, already have 266 out of 300. Oh, with the Tuskens, yeah, okay, cool. That's good to hear. The Tuskens are a good option. Alright, let's hop in the battle now. Let's get a few clone battles out. Hopefully we can beat John Skywalker here. Yeah, we got a daze. I gotta just do some of that. Chuck out an AoE. I don't know, things are not looking good right now. Okay, at least he's down. Ugh, what do I want to do here? I guess just keep pushing Rags back. Get a stun. Okay, at least we got one down. We got two down. Ooh. Can we get another one? Ah, come on, get him. Okay. Oh, hold on. No, he's gonna get up. Okay, cool. Oof. Alright. That hurt. Okay, let's get a taunt up. Okay, we'll just keep going. Fives can take a couple of hits, I think, here in Sector 1. Get a daze, come on, lock it in. No daze. Ugh. No, come on. I really needed a daze. There we go. Got through it. Okay, cool. Tuskens versus Ewoks is satisfying, beating them at their own game. Yeah, but do they take long, those battles, though, or are they quick? Let's see what we got. Stacking offense, stacking fervor, certain defeat, and I don't know, not a great selection. I guess, do we want on a buff or an attack or on attack out of turn? Well, buff. I think I'll go with this. Stacking fervor. Won't equip it though, because I'm not sure. Because then I might need to take it off later. If we don't need it, I'm not gonna equip it yet. Right, here we go. Okay, so alright, we can try Geos, man. Ugh, Geos are a tough squad, aren't they? Okay. Alright, so we go Jedi, and then we do... You can do any clone, really. I'm just gonna do maybe Cody for fun. We need a Watt, and then a couple of Jedi, right? Okay, Hermit Yoda Shakti, let's try that. There we go. Shakti, Hermit Yoda. Alright, let's go. So guys, this is if you have Jedi Master Luke, but you know, you don't have that good clones, but could do some of that, get a taunt up, push back some turn meter. Okay. And I will just keep calling Cody for the assist. Okay. Stun maybe? No stuns. We can increase cooldowns on him though. Just to slow him down, just a tiny bit. Okay, we can call Cody to assist. There we go. Call assist are here as well. Okay, don't take... We need Cody to defeat these guys, not other people. So I'll just do a basic. Alright, that should do it. Okay, he's down. He's down. Okay, that should do it. There we go. So that's, I guess, one way of approaching the clones as well, but the question is, can I get the new clones to do something, right? Because they're not high gear. Maybe if we find a weak opponent somewhere, but I'm not seeing any weak opponents here. So we might want to park the clones, this team right there. Alright, let's start working on secret intel, I guess. We'll get to that clone later. Kurai says, hello Mr. Beaten community, hey, thanks for joining. We got Daniel in the chat, this is my first conquest with old Bad Batch. What are teams I should avoid with them? In Bad Batch, as long as they go first, they can pretty much, you know, get the train rolling. So it really depends how fast your echo is and tech. Like on my website, if you go to enemies tool, you can literally search for any enemies and check their speed before you go in. Like for example, if you find a bounty hunter squad, choose sector 1, and then these are the speed ranges. So Django is gonna be 240 to 329 is the fastest bounty hunter. But obviously, like more in the first few nodes, right, it's gonna be slower, and at the end, the last few nodes at the end of the sector will be towards more the upper range. But if you're struggling to beat anybody, you can always hit the data core node at the end of the sector. Like that's what usually we do for some like lower gear teams. You're just hitting the data core nodes here, because I think these guys are like 280 speed or something, so they're not too difficult to outrun. Because Bad Batch, as long as you got your combo with the daze and stun going, you should be good. We got Interceptor. Hey Bit, I hope you're getting more media traffic your way. I've mentioned your prowess on many streams because of your analysis of the game. Thanks. Hey, thanks for promoting me. Thank you very much. It's in terms of this, like, YouTube is kind of stable. Like, I didn't really see any increase in YouTube, and as well website. It's all kind of like stable, really. Secret Intel completed it first time with your suggested crew. Thanks. Okay, that's cool. Although Darth Revan could be tricky. But yeah, but where I've seen obviously the uptick was in support via Patreon. That's where obviously the biggest uptick came in terms of the increased activity, really. Everything else is kind of been stable, really. Which is good, you know. At least it's not going down, so. In terms of the ads on my website, I'm still kind of tinkering a little bit, see if I can increase, but so far it's not as much as one would hope for. But it's true that I don't want to, like, you know, like some websites you have ad on the top, ad on the bottom, ad on the left, ad on the right, a pop-up ad, and you're like closing ads for 10 seconds before you can view the website. Well, that would boost the revenue, but then it would be very annoying, right, to use the website. All right, well, let's continue now with the secret intel. See what's going on. Do you need something? What you need? What is this? Cable. You need a cable. Sorry, Mrs. B Dynasty needs my charging cable for her phone. All right, there we go. I guess we're just gonna keep pumping lifeblood. See, well, I guess Darth Revan isn't the best team to do this. Okay, let's just do a mini heal for now. I'm just gonna do a basic. Yeah, we don't have any tanks in here, so we'll just keep getting feared most likely. So maybe not the best squad to try and do this, but we'll see how far we can get. Maybe we can get Malak out. Okay, that'll make things easier. Alright, now we got Shock, which means I can't get any buffs, right? So I guess let's get Shock off you. So yeah, definitely a very bad team to try this up against. Okay, let's just get rid of this guy. We got buff immunity. Let's go after Revan again, I guess. See if we can recover from this and actually start getting some. Yeah, I think this isn't the best team to try this up against. But that's what was in front of us, right? So I can't choose the enemies, unfortunately. Alright, let's get him out. There we go. We're gonna get Basti out. And then we will have about 3 minutes to try and milk the clock. There we go. Alright, let's get Basti out finally. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. Basic. We'll just keep now try to stall this out, but yeah, as you can see, not the ideal team to try this up against. Alright, I wonder will Yoda actually spread the secret intel? So let's watch it, Mothma. Can you spread secret intel? You cannot, unfortunately, looks like. Okay. Now we know. Okay. Now we just keep kind of, I guess, stalling this one out as long as we can. Just don't take him out, guys. Do not take him out. There we go. Okay, some of that. We'll just keep doing lifeblood. Okay. Alright. Basic. Oof, he's almost down. Yikes. Well, let's see if we can stall this out a bit longer. No. Alright. Yeah, not the best team to try up against, but let's see. Probably, maybe we're like, maybe halfway done. Yeah, so even with all that shock and everything, we were still be able to get halfway through. So I guess Secret Intel shouldn't be too difficult. Maybe just as well knock it out here, so we don't have to think about Secret Intel for the rest of the stream, I guess. Alright, let's just go ahead and do some of that. Sure, just do a basic. Although, to be fair, Grand Inquisitor is a bit annoying as well, isn't he? Alright, let's get some foresight so maybe we can dodge some attacks. Of course they're going for Yoda. Okay. Yeah, so first few nodes the enemies were kind of simple, right? Now it started to get a little bit trickier to pull off some of these teams, but we'll just keep going. And now here comes the ability blocks, which means I can't get Secret Intel because I can't use special abilities. Yikes. Alright. I guess it's one of those where you have to get rid of the annoying people and then you can get some place going. Okay, there we go. We should. Okay, let's. Oh, we're gonna lose Yoda maybe. Yeah, I lost Yoda. Chill, guys. This is only Sector 1, man. Come on. Alright, here we go. I mean, they are squishy, man, but they too. Did you see how quickly they took Yoda down, man? Now they're going for the other Yoda. They've got a thing for Yodas, it seems. There we go. Yeah, but all the Terminator they're gaining, this really juiced up her Rey's mastery, so she's doing too much damage. Unfortunately. So I'm not sure how long we'll be able to stall this one out. Just do a basic. There we go, we'll just keep pumping, I guess. Keep wiggling. And we'll just keep going here. Man, stop with the ability blocks, guys. I need my Yoda, because now Rey, she won't be able to use her lifeblood anymore. Which means Seven Sister is going down. Okay, here we go. And we'll just keep using lifeblood. There we go. Let's hide Hermit Yoda so he doesn't get like ability blocked again or something. Let's see if we can get a few more specials before Rey unloads her ultimate. There we go. That should finish now Secret Intel, I think. Again, I had a slow start because of the ability blocks and everything, but hey, no issues whatsoever. Alright, let's see what's next. Clones, that's an annoying squad as well, okay. Oh, we need to do some Spectre battles. We can give it a shot, I don't know, see how it goes. Let's see what we got in the chat. Anything to look for? Shinya Yan says, I'm relatively new to the Conquest. Does it have different set of discs every time? Okay, so it looks like chat answered the... Yeah. Juan says, hello there, how's it going? Well, we're just getting started. You know, Sector 1 usually is kind of chill mode, right? Although those Inquisitors, they did take down Yoda, but we made it through. Charlie says, I did the Secret Intel at the first battle with Droideka who didn't die for the whole time duration. Auto for all of it. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, if you can find that sort of opportunity, that can make it easy. Yeah. HK Gaming says, any data disk we should focus on? Well, in terms of data disks, I was looking at the SWGOH Events Discord server, and it looks like the caustic emission and thermal exhaust is what should be on the list. Because while we do have Amplify Agony, there is no sign on Volatile Accelerator. So that's what I would focus on. Caustic emissions, I get like 3-4 of them, and thermal exhaust, and then, you know, after a couple of turns enemies will just explode, self-destruct basically. And then if you can get weak spot as well, looks like it's available, weak spot, weak point, to boost the damage for all those debuffs on the enemies that you're giving out, that's what I would focus on. But obviously it really depends what RNG will give us. So far I didn't get anything of that yet. Okay, let's try and get some Spectre battles going, I guess. I don't know. Spectres, I mean, let's have a look. Clones, that's gonna be an annoying one, won't it? Let's try if you can actually do this like without. So okay, we got Fulcrum. Like if we can do this without. I actually just unlocked Galactic Legend Ahsoka like a week ago or something. So for my GSC lock, she was still gear 12. I don't have ultimate working on getting material for her ultimate, so. But I don't know, does her ultimate do much? Like when I'm battling her in Grand Arena, it doesn't really look like her ultimate does a whole lot, to be honest. So I'm not really sure how important her ultimate is. So what do we want to do? I guess we, I don't know, do some of that. And hopefully Ezra can carry this for us. Hang in there, buddy. Get above this spell cooking. I don't know what does this do. Deal true damage, remove turn meter. Is this the fracture ability? Which one is the fracture? Deal especially. Is this one? Yeah, that's the fracture one. Okay, cool. So we fracture Captain Rex, not Captain Rex, OG Rex. And then we'll go after Cody because he's got that mass assist ability thing, which we don't want them to use on us. Oof. Just finish him. There we go. Cool. And then we'll go after Rex. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you've got decent Spectres, you can get something done. If not, probably Bad Batch node is gonna be the one to work. There we go. Got that through. Because I don't think they have to survive, right? You just have to win. So if you get a good data disk set, yeah, just win with a full squad of Spectres. So as long as you get like 1 or 2 relic units, they can probably carry the battle with some good data disk set. HK Gaming says, I wish they didn't force you to select data disk right away. Yeah, I mean, the biggest issue with data disk is like data crons, right? There's just a lot of RNG involved and you may not get what you want. So I just wish there would be like a way to reduce RNG. Like sometimes you come to a node and you got 3 of the same discs or something. So I don't know. But anyway, here's what it is. Okay. And obviously if you do have Ahsoka, then I guess that's the team to do it with. And I'm sure Ahsoka can alter this, right? Well, let's see. Ooh. Yeah, they've got this. George says, hello there, my friend, how's it going? We're kind of halfway through Sector 1 at this point. I think we're all almost at the mini-boss node now. There we go. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't really understand like Ahsoka and her squad because I just unlocked Ahsoka, so I just see it autoplay and, you know, I'm pretty sure she got this. Sure, let's go ahead and that. Okay, mini boss, let's see what's happening. So we are facing a squad of Tuskens to Relic 4. And we have to win with 5 surviving and win with only dark side characters. Obviously 5 is the light side, so we have to do this in 2 battles, not 1. Any modifiers for the enemy? Tusken ambush, extra health, extra speed. So this is essentially the modifier, right? We have in galactic challenges where the lowest enemy gets ambushed and they can then keep hitting, ignoring a taunt, keep hitting ambushed one and stack up their momentum. Okay, cool. So let's see what I had planned here to do. Tuskens. Okay, so we'll just do a clone squad. Okay, with 5s. That makes sense actually, because we have clone feat here. We're just gonna do 5 first. Let's go to 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do Rex lead, I guess. Although, do we want Rex lead? Because Tuskens are anti-turn meter, aren't they? Should we? Yeah, we'll be fine. Am I right? I hope so. And I guess we want Captain Rex in there. Let's see. Let's see if this will work. Rex versus Tuskens was not good. Yeah, I would imagine as much. But let's give it a go. Let's see how bad it is. Are we getting stunned already? Okay. I guess try to take out Warrior if we can. Well, I guess I'll have to update my plan then, guys. You're just getting totally stun locked, aren't you? Not to mention the freezing of the game. Wow, look at the amount of ambush these guys are getting. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Alright, change of plan. We are going to try then. Let's try Padme. Because this with Padme, right? We are not gaining any bonus turn meters, so let's try that. Guess was better. Ah, yeah, probably guess as well, yeah. But anyway, let's try Ahsoka. There we go, get a stun on you. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's cleanse. Alright, it's fine, we'll get there. There we go. There we go. Okay, so Warrior's down, so they lost their dispel, which is important. So obviously they don't dispel our protection. Yeah, just go for it. Oof. You see the amount of courage we get? Because although they applied so many damage over times on us that we got so much courage out of it. Ahsoka's got 52 stacks. Alright, cool. Alright. I mean, many ways to do this, I guess, but yeah. I wanted initially to do clones just because of the clone feat here in Sector 1, but unfortunately didn't work. Okay, so who else we got? Win with only dark side, so let's see if this will work better then, because I think I've got that Vader squad as well here for the Evasion Up, and I think we had Mara in there. We might need to bring in Cere just to get around the stuns, but let's give this a go. Actually, you know what, I'm just gonna bring in Cere just so that we get cleanses, and then let's bring in Basti. After seeing this, I know I put Watt in there just for some extra damage over times, but he's just gonna stun himself, right? So at least Cere can cleanse Basti and Vader. Alright, let's go. Oh cool, let's do Evasion Up. Yeah, just yes, isolate him, sure. Okay. Okay, they're getting a bunch of turns, that's fine. Oof. Seventh Sister nearly went down. Alright, my turn now. Looks like they've got high tenacity because they basically resisted everything. Yeah. Get me some staggers. Ooh, that was a big hit. Finish you. Finish you. Chuck it over there. There we go. Yeah. Whoa, 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 hey. Leave Vader alone, guys. There we go, give me an ability block. Vader barely hanging in there. Yeah, because I guess Cere does have a cleanse, right? But then for every debuff she cleanses, you lose health, right? So that's why Vader was kind of barely hanging in there, because of Cere constantly cleansing damage over times from him. But we got through it. Dark side units only. And let's go ahead and move on now. Ooh, what was he got? We got a heal over time. Caustic emission. Only whites though, but better than nothing. I think we're gonna go up top, right? We want caustic emission. We got a Maul Mandalorian squad, okay. So basically we tested everything. So now just a question, is there any global teams we can try out? Bad Batch. I mean, we could try, but my Bad Batch are not that great, but I mean the new Bad Batch. Versus these guys, I have absolutely no idea how new Bad Batch work. Can they do something? That Gear 11? Let's find out. Although the Maul team is kind of nasty, to be honest. I don't know what this does, but it's the only ability I can use, so let's go ahead and use it. Okay. I don't know. What does this do? Deal physical damage. Pinned. What is this? Bad Batch gain offense. Dispel buffs. Sure, just do that, I guess. Okay. And do some of that. Now what does she do? Remove stealth from the healthiest Bad Batch ally. All other gain stealth. Sure, I guess. Okay. Alright. Okay. I have no idea what's going on, but we are somehow still hanging in there. Okay, I guess nuke 'em. Okay. Alright. Okay. I don't know, what am I doing here? That? Okay, we got him back. Alright, so what are we doing now? Is this the big hit ability? I'm not sure at Gear 11 it's gonna be a big hit, but yeah, that wasn't very good. We're not getting anywhere. It's just the problem they're constantly healing up. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can see these guys doing some work, like at the end on Data Chrono, but at Gear 12, I mean, the main problem here is Bo-Katan with constant healing, I guess. That's the main problem. Alright, we'll park the Bad Batch squad for now. Stagger. Sure, we can do this mishmash team for the Stagger. Try that out, I guess. Okay. So we got Self-Ray. Then we have Dash for the critical damage down, right? For the global feat. We got Cere for Staggers. Cere for Staggers. Sabine with a Stagger AoE as well. And then Vedhan on his basic, but only when he double taps. Okay, let's go in. See if we can then knock out a few staggers here. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can beat these guys. At least all these turn meters should juice up Ray, right? All the bonus turn meter enemies getting. Now let's chuck our AoEs out, get our debuffs going. There we go. No, Honey's just doing basic. Hey Han, you got a double tap, buddy. Just gonna basic. Should get me an assist with Han. There we go, we got a stagger there. Okay. Okay. Oof. Dash not looking too good there. Alright, let's get our whirlwind out. There we go. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there. Oh, Han. He finally double taps, right? And then he misses the attack, so no no stagger. The question is like how long do you want to stall, right? I feel like if I stall too long, we might actually lose this one. I guess we'll keep going. Because now they're counter-attacking because of this clan loyalty buff. Alright, I'm just gonna go into ult because yeah, this is looking rough right now. But hopefully the ultimate will do some big damage because they're gaining so much bonus turn meter that Ray's mastery must be really high by now. Sure, just basic will do. An armor shred over here. Oof, that did nothing. Okay, I guess we didn't stack enough mastery. We really need to get a whirlwind into Kendra's face, to be honest, and then we should be good, I think. Because he really is the engine of this team, isn't he? But unfortunately, with all the taunts and everything, I had to waste it on, what was that, Sabine? Okay. Alright. I just can't get to Candaros, man. We might lose somebody now. I don't know how we are still alive. Sure, chuck it. Come on. Stagger. Just go to ult. At least now that they don't have bow, they can't heal. There we go. We got this. Finally, yeah, all teams are nasty, guys. Like, if you don't have the right team, the right disc setup, oof, especially like in Sector 4 and 5, man. Alright, we got through it. At least we got quite a good amount of staggers, I guess, and critical damage down and inflicted, right? Yeah, almost done with stagger. Good progress towards critical damage down as well. So not bad at all. And then let's go ourselves and pick ourselves a caustic emission. So let's go ahead and equip that. Which means I have to update my list here. On screen, caustic emissions. It barely fits. Let's put it on the next line. What do you say, guys? There we go. That looks better. Okay, cool. So let's see what's next. We got Grievous. Okay, so they suggested to use Tuskens. So let's go ahead and use Tuskens for damage over times then. I think we were at 96 damage over times, so let's see if Tuskens can, how many they can knock out. I'm assuming we just full auto this one, right? Let's see what happens. Because we'll just be perpetually stuck behind Magdangar Stones anyway. I don't know, I'm not seeing a lot of damage over times yet. There are a few, but not as many as one would hope for. But we'll see what the count will say. I was at 96, I'm pretty sure, because we just checked. And I had a look. What, buddy? You wanna maybe revive somebody so we can stall this battle out longer a bit? Is he gonna get a turn even? Where is he at? Come on, get me a revive. What? Come on. He didn't get a revive. He went for the attack. Alright, let's go over here. Okay. So we were at 96. And now we are at 296. So yeah. Zubin said, yo, hey, what's up? ACDF says, I did Tuskens versus Karth and got all yeah, probably need to find a team with lots of turn meter, right? Grievous, I guess, didn't have enough bonus turn meter. Nice. Alright, let's keep going, I guess. We got ourselves a Nine Sister squad. Okay, anything else? Damage over times. Ewoks. Karth. Huh. I'm not sure, because Old Republic in my account are not that great. But we can try. Although, there we go. But you know, if you bought the Lightspeed bundle, right, you will have these guys leveled up, so could be one way of doing it. If we even get a turn, that is. Who was that mission? We lost mission already. I'm surprised though, because it's only Sector 1. You would think that a Gear 12 unit could take a hit. Although it's true that Thousands AoE ignores protection, right? So I guess fair enough. Okay, that was a fail. How about Ewoks? Can Ewoks do something for us here? Well, I think that's the team at least. Yeah, okay, let's see if these guys can get something cooking. At least most of these guys are relict, and Paplu that's at Gear 12, he's a tank, so he is fairly durable. Okay, there we go. Nisa doing some work. I don't even know. Oof. Yeah, sure, just go here, I guess. They got a stun on Nisa. That's not very nice of them. Okay, let's get a daze cooking. Okay, get me an assist. But with Nisa stunned, unfortunately, I'm not gonna get any damage over times until she finally comes out of stun. There we go. I think she's got a dispel, doesn't she? So maybe we should go after her first. Oh, did she use it already? Okay. Come on, Nisa, where are my assists, girl? Let's start working on Spirit next. There we go, reapply the days. There we go, let Nisa go to town here. Come on. No. Hold on, we gotta get things under control, because if we lose Paplu, they're gonna bring somebody back. And we definitely don't want that. Come on. There we go. One rock at a time, come on. Alright, that should do it. There we go. Man, Ewoks. There we go. If only we had Volatile Accelerator, right? Ewoks would destroy these guys. And damage over time complete. Another Darth Revan squad. Okay, we got light side unaligned force users. So let's try, I guess, this one. Although versus Ravan, Cere, we don't really have damage. You know, just go with Ahsoka Tano squad. Okay, I think versus Darth Revan. So the 3 Ahsokas. Sabine, Cal. Yeah, I'll just go with this. Hopefully we get some easier squad on the next node. I don't know what you do, girl. Just hit auto. But without Ezra... well, I mean, we still got Sabine, right? So hopefully we should have the damage here. Yeah, although Ahsoka taunting, being the taunting leader, Revan will keep fearing us, right? I mean, we are slowly making, but oh boy. There goes Fulcrum. Huh. I mean, we are doing damage. Okay. Will we have enough to take down Malak though? That's the concern. I don't think outside of Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano, I think nobody got a turn even. It's constant shocks and everything. There we go, we got Malak down, that's cool. More fear. I don't know. I mean, we are making slow but steady progress here. There we go, big hit finally. Okay, we got this. I don't know, man. Ahsoka without Ezra, I don't know. It almost feels like Lord Vader without Maul, right? Or even Jedi Master Kenobi without Commander Ahsoka Tano. Right. That's how it feels like Ahsoka without Ezra, right? Gouda says, I don't have Ezra and the team doesn't do as well as it should, being she's the latest GL. Yeah. Yeah. Like in 3v3, in Grand Arena, just Bo-Katan can take down Ahsoka easily without Ezra, so... I don't know. I don't know. Commander Luke Skywalker says, bless CG for always putting Bad Batch in the end of Sector 1 just for farming feats. Yes. Do you remember in one volume of Conquest they increased the speed on these Bad Batch squads, so we were not able anymore to cheese like with low gear, and there was a big uproar from the community, and then they reverted the change back. So they made them slow again. Do you remember that one? Unaligned force users. Let's see if we can get something done with these guys. We're gonna probably have you in there. Cal, Ahsoka, Fulcrum. Okay, so Cal, Ahsoka, Ahsoka, CLI. See if we can take down a squad of Ewoks. Daniel says, it's comforting to see you not getting perfect results in Sector 1. On my own, I felt like I'm being inefficient or playing poorly if I'm not perfect in Conquest. I mean, you know, look, if I would really want to be efficient, you know, I've got a roster to get through, you know, quite easily, probably an auto for the most part, but I just want to try out different squads, you know, because not everybody will have everything, so that's what this is about. It's about testing and trying things out. But yeah, sometimes, you know, you just get totally shocked because you don't know exactly like how things will work out. There we go. Think we've got this. Yeah, probably I can hit autoplay, right? Let's see if we can get through Paplu. At least we got an insta-kill, right, from Commander Ahsoka Tano at some point. If nothing else. There we go. Let's go after Lograve next, actually. Perfect. And these guys got it. Goddess says, I've heavily considered getting the Conquest on me because I do shit in Conquest. Stevio says, the Omni is well worth it, makes Conquest much easier. I mean, look, if you got a surplus of Omicrons and you don't need them for anything else and it makes your life easier in Conquest, by all means apply it, I guess. There's nothing wrong with that. But maybe Conquest, should they be 10 Omicrons? I don't know. Newt. Oh, Newt. What else we got here? Okay, then we got Ray-Ban visas. Okay. But I don't think we have enough unaligned force users for 3 squads, only for 2. So you're gonna have to decide what you want to do, I guess. We do Ray-Ban, 3 Rays and a ban. What could go wrong, right? And then visas for good old measure. Let's go. I'm not sure I trust these guys on auto. Not to begin with. Okay. There we go. Let's dispel stealth. There we go. Maybe get a Days on Dooku. Good. Do you know what? Okay. I just don't want to upset Grievous too much, but we'll have to, I guess. Let's give Lifeblood to Rey. I think she's the squishiest, probably. We'll just keep going. We should keep hitting B2, I guess. I wanted to Whirlwind Grievous. Fine, we can take a hit or 2 still, I think, for Grievous. Okay, let's finish you as well. Just get rid of all the droids, and then we'll go after Grievous, I think. Let's clear off Extortion. Okay, let's hit the ult now. I think I can hit auto now at this point. I think we should be good. We'll just target Grievous now and finish him. Oh, Newt was clever. He actually put Extortion on a stunned unit. Doesn't matter. There we go. Good. Goda says, my roster is decent, but being focused and consistent for 13 days is not my strength. My Obi-Wan is Relic 9 too, so I'll probably pull the trigger. Yeah, I mean, look, if you do want to obviously get the right crate on Conquest with as little effort as possible, Omicrons help. That's for sure. You don't have to think about it, right? You just chuck in Obi-Wan in there with his Omicron and you'll get everything done. Oh, we got a weak spot. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Thank you. Hopefully now we'll be able to see some damage. So let's go ahead and update the notes here. I think it's actually it could fit on the first line weak spot, so let's do that. There we go. This is updated on the screen. Hopefully this will now help with the damage. Ramp up a little bit. HK Gaming says, I really hope Luthen Holcraft is the next Conquest unit ship. Yeah, it has to be something for Rebels, right? Because if you look at what I've tried to do with like last 2 ships, right? Comeuppance, right? Boosting Resistance fleet. Then we had Punishing One, boosting Bounty Hunters. So I guess Profundity kind of could use a boost. So, I don't know, it's just something for Rebels. Definitely, I think for Rebel fleet we will need, yeah. I agree. Critical damage down. Okay, so because Paz got it as well, right? Okay, let's try that. Man, I'm really milking Rey. Alright, so Paz. He apparently got a critical damage down somewhere in his kit. And who were the other two? Okay, Sabine and Vedhan, I guess, just to help out a little bit with the global feed for the Stagger. Alright. Okay, here we go. I guess Vedhan is gonna be the squishiest, so let's put blood on him. Yoda's gonna be a problem, won't he? Because how can I land critical damage down? If they got foresight. Now luckily Dash's attack can't be evaded. Ooh, we're getting hammered though. Alright, here we go. At least no Anakin, I guess. Deal physical damage, inflict burning, inflict expose, and stagger them. Deal physical damage. I don't know, I don't see critical damage. Oh, there we go. But they've got foresight, so I guess we're gonna first clear up the foresight. So we can then do our AoEs. Yeah, but it's gonna be a problem between Yoda, Mace, and Kenobi all spamming foresight. It's gonna be a problem, I think, for Paz to land his AoE, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, let's just do it. I know Yoda had foresight, but at least we were able to hit the other four. Okay. There we go. Get you down. Now we can go after Yoda, I guess. Although, we don't want a counterattack from Yoda, do we? Okay, good. Okay, damage immunity helping us out a little bit here. Man, they're really quick already for Sector 1, aren't they? Now, let's see if we can work on Yoda there. There we go, good. Alright, cool. I think we should be good here. Not sure if I'll be able to stall long enough to get another critical damage down, and the ability blocks. Man, this team was annoying, wasn't it? Lide says, I don't have a volatile accelerator, but I just got a volatile hyper accelerator. Yeah, apparently I think volatile accelerator is actually not available. That's why I'm leaning more towards thermal exhaust caustic emission build, but so far I haven't seen it yet myself. Alright, so we got that done. Okay, so we basically kind of went through the teams that we had on the list. So let's see in terms of the feats what we should focus on. Spectres, clone troopers, evasion up. Okay, cool. This team's gonna be annoying, won't it? Let's then go into overkill mode. How do we want to do this? We need Han, I guess, for the evasion up. Get you in there. I guess try to stall this one a little bit. Alright, here we go. Let's stun you. Maybe do it like this. Okay, get the days out. Oh, we got buff immunity on us, so I can't get evasion up. Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, fine, we'll just go with it. Okay, let's do it like this. I still got buff immunity, alright, fine. Not a lot of evasion up in this battle, unfortunately. There we go, but at least we got a clone kill. At least something came out of this one. Oh man. This already feels like Sector 3, not Sector 1, man. Inquisitors, fine, I just go. Stun him, I guess. That's fine. If they go after Jean, actually, that's perfect. Okay. The days. Now stay off Han, guys. Stay off Han. Why I keep... What's with the AI, man? They're just playing perfectly everything today. Alright. There we go, Evasion Up. Congratulations. See if we can line up a hit with Captain Rex, actually. Yeah. Okay. Alright. We started easy, right? Like first few nodes were easy, but then just been getting tough enemies after that. Alright, finally something easier, right? Dooku. Although with my luck, Dooku will like stun half of my team, right? Who's the biggest threat here? Droidica, probably. Yeah, let's throw some logs. Although he could be annoying because of buff immunity, am I right? Let's get a daze. Nice. I'll just keep tapping D1. There we go. Evasion up. Keep giving turns to Rex, right? Because we need him doing some damage. Yeah. Pow. Yeah, I mean definitely weak point helping us out. Sorry, weak spot helping us out here a little with the damage. We just need more caustic emissions, right, for more debuffs. Ugh. Barry's Star Killer. Yikes. Evasion up. Oh, do we have? Did anybody see Ruthless Swiftness? Because without Ruthless Swiftness, things will be tough. Oh, I do see a Ruthless Swiftness. No, that's Ruthless Offense. Sorry guys, I'm just checking Discord because something came to my mind right now that without Ruthless Swiftness, doesn't look like there is a Ruthless Swiftness. It's gonna be a bit more challenging. For some of those lower gear teams, you kind of rely on Ruthless Swiftness to feed the turn meter. But without that, it's gonna be a bit more challenging. Alright. How do we want to approach this? Do we try CLS these fools? Alright, let's see. But without Ruthless Swiftness, might be a bit harder. Okay, get her back. Oof, how do we want to play this? Cause she's just gonna bring her back, won't she? If we revive her. I mean, if we take her down. So let's go after Vader. Let's do an AoE. I almost want them to have critical damage immunity, so Barris's unique is not healing them. Okay, so now we have a problem with visas, so let's see if we can... Alright, cool. Alright. I guess I should remember. No, I didn't use the evasion up with Han. I was too focused on winning. Oh, it's fine. Okay, here we go. DJ Sambo says, B-Danis is the best YouTube SWGOH creator out here. Hey, thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the support. Glad you find my content useful and helpful. So we got ourselves a mini boss now, Darth Revan squad with Malak. Okay, win with Cal casting survive and win with Hunter mercenary surviving. So this we could do in a single battle, couldn't we? And they've got cruel conspiracies. What is that? Is that like variations of grim machination? It looks like a slightly nerfed one because they only gain 20% health. Yeah, so it's similar grim machinations. Okay, so not too bad, I guess. There we go. Let's see what we have ourselves here at Sector 1. Darth Revan. What do we got in Darth Revan? All feats. Ray, Kyle, Mercenary, Han, Chewie. Sounds good. Although Ray's a bit low already, but we'll give it a shot. Not sure if this will be enough, but we'll try. We overused Ray today, guys, but oh, Han as well. They'll struggle to recover for tomorrow's stream. Okay, maybe we won't need them as much tomorrow. I don't know. Let's give this a shot. So what do we want to do? Try Sith Assassin, right? Because she's feeding Terminator to the team. I just finished her. There we go. I guess weak spot works great versus these guys, right? Because they're gaining this ferocity, and that's a debuff, so they should juice up our damage a lot. Maybe go after HK next. I don't know, let's do that, I guess. More debuffs means more damage. What's with the shock today that I can't get my evasion up going? Okay, let's get the ult already. Okay, that was quick. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, weak spot really helping me out here. Woohoo! There we go. Okay, so I think that should complete both right there. Okay, cool. And what was the other team we had on the list? There was one more option. Let's see. Okay, so we had Jedi, and then we had what? I know I had Yoda on the list, but just looking at this, I don't think Yoda will be helpful because Darth Revan dispels Foresight. So let's go with General Skywalker. Maybe we can increase their cooldowns. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead. I'll get a taunt going. Hit him. Oh yeah. Hit him again. Oh man, it's General Skywalker. Oh yeah. Got you down, and now we gotta dance with Malak, right? But luckily, Anakin should be able to reduce his max health, and eventually we'll get him down. Let's call, I guess, Skywalker for this. There we go. Alright. So at least for the final boss, we were able to get both feats in a single battle without a look. Hooray! So that's good. Potency, calibration, vitality. I guess we go with assertive command out of these guys. Like, I know vitality sounds good, but without zealous ambition, which I don't think people noted is available. Yeah, then vitality is not really as helpful as it sounds. So I think what I'll do, I'll pick up assertive command. Because getting some extra assists is nice, I guess. So let's go ahead and update on the screen. Hit save. And confirm. Okay, so that's it, I guess, for Sector 1. So it wasn't too bad. I mean, we had a few hiccups, right? Not all teams work that great, so I do have to update my website, but it's getting late now, so I think I'll update it tomorrow. As well, linking to all the battles we did today as well. Let's get our rewards. And then Sector 2. Let's pick up a disc as well, see what we have here. Ooh. Dilemma. Thermal exhaust. Caustic emission. They're both grey. That's why I'm a bit debating. But then again, I have one caustic emission, grey one. Not great, but I don't have thermal exhaust at all yet, so let's equip this as well. I know it's not gonna be a whole lot, but maybe it's gonna make a difference. So I'm gonna do this as well. Exhaust, there we go. Hit save and confirm. Alright, so this will be this setup will start off tomorrow's stream. Hopefully you joined today and you'll be back tomorrow, but just I guess get a quick preview of what's waiting for us tomorrow. Health still up 60 times, so mostly we'll be probably relying on Palpatine for that one. Win 10 battles with at least 3 dark side clone troopers, which means we will have to use our Gear 11 clone troopers for this one. Stealth 60 times, shouldn't be too difficult, right? We just had a stealth within the Galactic Challenge and Darth Maul was great there. Win 20 battles without losing a unit. For the most part, you don't lose units, but usually there are like 2 or 3 battles where you get wrecked or something. But it hopefully shouldn't be too bad if we also do good on mini boss and final boss, so that this should just take care of itself as well. So I mean, like Sector 2 feels like less grindy than Sector 1 because we only have 10 battles here, right, with the clones. Whereas with Spectres in Sector 1 we had 20 battles? Yeah, I don't know. Like, unless you really are farming hard this node here, which I guess we will be for Datacrons, that's where we do our Spectre battles, but yeah, we'll worry about it once we get there, am I right? Alright, let's just check the chat before I sign off, that I don't miss anything. Gaudy says, you ain't lying, bro. Useful and helpful is understated, more like absolute necessity. Hey, glad you find the content really, really helpful. Gaudy says, us free to play, love it and need it. Hey, we are all in this together, right? Us not spending any money. Play the game with Steve agrees. Godside says, can we get some like for a bit, guys? Hey, like, subs, whatever you guys feel like doing it. Godside says, thanks for the stream, thanks for everything you provide for the community. Hey, thanks for, doing what I can to make everybody's life a bit easier here in the game. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining today's stream. We're just warming up, right? This is Sector 1, but we did pick up some good discs along the way. Unfortunately, the good ones I do want are grey, but better grey than none. So we'll see if we have better luck tomorrow with Data Disc. Hopefully you'll join me tomorrow to continue with Sector 2. I'll see you then, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.